My name's Curtis Archer. I live at Glenruth Station here. Glenruth is 33,000 hectares, or roughly 82,000 acres. Our main business here is breeding cattle. We breed approximately 4,500 females here in North Queensland. When we first came here, there was a significant land tenure problem. We've seen it progressively get worse, and what we were doing wasn't working, so we needed to instill some change. And the terrain program was a great program which allowed us to manage our country differently. So management-wise, with our cattle breeding herd, we've split paddocks in half. We have gone to a 3-paddock rotation system in the river country, and another 3-paddock rotation system to manage the creek flats and make the cattle work the country a little bit better than what they were, rather than just sitting on the creek flats and always hammering those as such. So the infrastructure with fencing and watering points, basically we've done most of it ourselves. And the terrain Herbert River project, which split our breeder paddock in half with about 9 kilometres of fencing. Mount Sharples, Ron John's, which was about 7.5 kilometres fencing. The Ron John's Mount Sharples fence line was to get the cattle off the creek. Our main spring-fed creek behind the house, we put in approximately 2.5 kilometres of poly, solar pump and tanks and troughs. And we just started stage 4, which is a project which encompasses the heads of the creeks up in the Cameron paddock. These projects have significant costs with them, and terrain has helped us to implement these projects a lot more quicker and a lot more cost effectively. Mustering is a lot easier, we've found, because we're only mustering half of the country. So basically we're getting the 3 moves from one side of the Herbert Breeder project. We muster first round, they go in the second side, and then we muster second round, and then they go into the 3rd paddock. So we're essentially getting 3 moves, either a swing the gate back into paddock 1 or back into paddock 2. So we could get 4 to 5 moves in a year. We've seen a significant change in the way animals graze. We typically see them close to waters and just working close to waters. Now we're seeing them move out further, utilise the country that they didn't used to before, and in turn it's giving the paddock an even graze throughout. I think it's a lot easier to manage fire as well with these fences, and to be able to get a good hot fire in a specific area to try and mitigate the land tenure and also woody thickening. So we've really seen the dominant species take hold, and most of these dominant species are good native grasses. The significant change we've seen on the ground is the bulk of grass that we have at Glenruth in these paddocks that we've been implementing the management practices on. We've got 3 times the volume of grass here. That's sort of where we're getting at, and we can also add a few more cattle to that paddock now. And I think those benefits are going to be more and more over the years. Yeah, I think this is a great project that anyone could be a part of. We can't give you a long-term forecast at the moment, but it's looking really good.